Young Sheldon's finale dropped a shocking reveal and possibly solved Big Bang Theory inconsistencies. Warning: the following contains spoilers for Young Sheldon's funeral and memoir. Watch the episodes with a Paramount Plus subscription and read at your own risk. I thought the tears were over when Young Sheldon featured George Sr.'s powerful death in the previous episode, but tissues were still needed for the final two episodes. Funeral and memoir weren't just tearjerkers, however, as the series' finale episodes delivered some shocking moments and a potential explanation for inconsistencies with the Big Bang Theory. Mima and Dale's fate after Young Sheldon's ending was already hinted at in Big Bang Theory. The Young Sheldon finale leaves Mima and Dale's future uncertain after George's death dominates the series capper. Mima and Dale may be getting married after Young Sheldon, however, as hinted by Connie discussing her past marriage during her The Big Bang Theory cameo. The spin-off Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will replace Young Sheldon and is the perfect show to bring back Mima and Dale. The Young Sheldon finale leaves Dale and Mima's fate uncertain, but The Big Bang Theory already hinted at their future. George's death and the fallout from it dominate the first half of the series capper, with the Coopers struggling to accept the unexpected loss of their patriarch. Each member of the family copes differently with their grief, including Mima and Dale, who may not be blood-related to Sheldon's dad, but were part of the extended clan. With Mary Volatile and Georgie doing his best, the family is lucky to have the couple providing help throughout the whole ordeal. Beyond their ties to the core Cooper family, however, Mima and Dale have their own arcs. This is part of Young Sheldon diversifying its storytelling from being only about Sheldon to giving its primary cast their respective plots. Connie's love life has always been part of her storyline in the prequel, but she has not been in a steady relationship since her adorable but brief dalliance with Dr. Sturgis. Since rekindling her romance with Dale, however, Young Sheldon opted to keep them together until the series' end. However, it doesn't offer any idea about what lies ahead of them, sadder. Mima talked about being married in her The Big Bang Theory cameo. Connie may be marrying Dale after Young Sheldon. Because of the limited screen time in the final half hour of the Young Sheldon finale, it isn't able to give the rest of the characters their proper send-off, since the focus is on Sheldon's move to California. The boy genius farewell to his family isn't even shown on screen. The last thing revealed about Mima and Dale is that they continue to live together, with no indication that it's changing anytime soon. Despite that, The Big Bang Theory already teased what's next for the couple when Mima visited Sheldon in Pasadena for the first and last time. This hints that after Young Sheldon, Connie and Dale get married. June Squibbs Mima talked about how she knew how to live with a stubborn, egotistical man. Then you're wrong, 'cause that was my husband, during her conversation with Amy. This hints that after Young Sheldon, Connie and Dale get married. Granted that Mima was previously married, it would seem unlikely for her not to just simply name-drop Sheldon's pop-up if she were referring to him. Tying the knot would also make her and Dale's lives easier since they are bound by law. In any case, they are already living with each other, and Mima once confesses that she loves him. Can Mima and Dale still return after Young Sheldon? The Young Sheldon timeline will continue via Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Annie Potts has been vocal about her criticisms about Young Sheldon's cancellation. It's worth noting that the franchise isn't totally going away with the end of the prequel, however, since Georgie and Mandy's spin-off titled Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage will take over its spot come the 2024 to 2025 TV season. Aside from its lead stars, no other Young Sheldon core cast is confirmed to be involved, but Mima and Dale are best positioned to at least make a guest appearance. Both were very helpful to the couple when they first learned that they were unexpectedly pregnant. Mima even opened up her house for Mandy after she was kicked out by her parents, not to mention that baby Cece is named after Georgie's maternal grandmother. It would be odd not to acknowledge that in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, since it will also be set in Medford and take place just a couple of months after the events of young Sheldon. Where was Dale during the events of The Big Bang Theory? Dale is one of the several young Sheldon characters who were ignored by The Big Bang Theory. Despite being an established character in the universe very early on, Mima never made any physical appearance in The Big Bang Theory until late in its run. When she decided to visit Sheldon in Pasadena, she traveled on her own, prompting her Moonpie and Amy to pick her up from the airport. Connie also didn't mention anything about Mary or Sheldon's other siblings, which makes her young Sheldon role so much more interesting. Considering where the prequel left her, however, it's also curious now where Dale was during the events of The Big Bang Theory. Dale is one of the several young Sheldon characters never explicitly mentioned in The Big Bang Theory. He joins the likes of Paige Swanson and Dr. Sturgis. Admittedly, it's understandable if Sheldon never talked about him, considering that he never really had any personal connection with Dale other than him being his Mima's boyfriend. That said, Connie's comments in The Big Bang Theory may have subtly revealed what happened to him. Since Mima referred to her husband in the past tense, it's possible that Dale may have already died by the time she made the trip to California. Approximately, Dale was born in the late 1910s to early 1920s. This would make him around 100 years old in the present time, and in his 90s during the final stretch of The Big Bang Theory. It's entirely possible that he simply passed away because of old age. Unlike George, who was plagued with health issues, Dale was as healthy as he could be during the events of young Sheldon. It shouldn't be a surprise if he ended up for several more years after young Sheldon wrapped up. Mima deserves a proper send-off after young Sheldon. The Big Bang Theory universe needs to show Mima's definitive post-young Sheldon fate with Dale. Mima only appeared once in The Big Bang Theory, but Pot's version in young Sheldon makes her one of the most loved characters in the universe. While the door is open for her to appear in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, her small-screen return must not be just to serve the sequel series. Instead, the writers must use this opportunity to give the character her proper due. That's either to leave her on a more optimistic path by giving her and Dale a definitive post-young Sheldon fate, or pave the way for her to come back in the upcoming offshoot. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more update news.